Hey there, you ready to plan that Ireland trip? We're diving deep into the Love Ireland newsletter today.
Mm.
Think of it as like your personal guidebook, straight from the heart of Ireland, you know?
Yeah, it's really like having a friend who lives in Ireland giving you their absolute favorite spots and tips too, of course.
Okay, so first up, the Ring of Kerry. This isn't just any scenic drive.
Mm.
This is like full immersion into Irish history and culture.
Exactly. We're talking 179 kilometers
Wow.
of coastline and towns and just stunning landscapes.
And I read that this route like traces back to ancient Celtic pathways. Talk about a journey through time.
Oh, for sure. And within the Ring of Kerry, there's Killarney National Park. Oh, you gotta see this. Like, picture this. Okay. Glassy lakes reflecting the sky.
Oh.
The Rush of Torque waterfall. And this grand old Victorian mansion called Muckross House.
It feels like every corner you turn in Ireland, you're like
Yeah.
bumping into history.
Oh,
Now, the newsletter also has some cool tips from travelers like Gail Hurst. She recommends chatting up the locals and learning their stories, even just asking their names. Imagine being able to say, hey, I know someone in County Kerry.
that's a great point. You know, I had a similar experience in Italy once. I met this local artist, and he ended up inviting me to his studio. Totally changed how I saw the city.
Those are the moments you remember. Okay, we can't talk Ireland without Guinness, right? The newsletter hints at the ideal temperature for it. We won't spoil it yet, but keep it in mind for when you hit the pubs.
It's like a little treasure hunt for the perfect sip. But it's not just about the drink itself. It's the whole atmosphere, the craich. That's Irish for good times and lively conversation.
Okay, so we've got scenic drives, historic sites, friendly locals. Let's see what else this newsletter has in store for us. We're going to take a quick break and be right back with more from Love Ireland.
All right, so the newsletter has this around the web section, and it's
Mm.
all about Northern Ireland. Actually, there's even a guide to like a cozy winter staycation by one of the stars from Dairy Girls, which is, if you haven't seen it, it's hilarious. It's a show on Netflix about teenagers in Derry during the Troubles.
Oh, I love that show. It
Hmm.
really captures the humor and the heart of Northern Ireland. A
Hmm.
winter staycation there sounds amazing. I'm already picturing like a fireplace and hot chocolate.
Totally. And speaking of great atmosphere, Belfast is a must-see, especially for music lovers. The city has a legendary music scene. In fact, the newsletter recommends a whole day itinerary. Craft beer, Irish jazz, traditional folk music. You can really experience the soul of Belfast through the music.
I love live music. Belfast is definitely going on my list. And, for something completely different, the newsletter mentions the Armagh Georgian Festival in November.
Oh, yeah, that's a unique one. It celebrates Armagh's architecture, like all these
Yeah.
elegant Georgian buildings. They come alive with historical reenactments and markets and stuff, like a taste of 18th century life.
Sounds incredible.
Hmm.
And then there's County Tyrone. The newsletter describes it as ancient stones to modern adventures.
Right, it's that perfect blend of history and adventure. You've got ancient sites like the Beagmore Stone Circles, and then modern thrills like zip lining and mountain biking.
So cool. This newsletter is really showcasing the different sides of Ireland. Oh, wait, before we move on from Northern Ireland, did you see that tip about booking experiences in advance?
Yeah. They have a section called Experiences Likely to Sell Out in 2024. Good reminder to be proactive, especially if there's something you really want to do.
That's smart. Okay, now I'm intrigued by this section on Irish food you will love.
Hmm.
I'm always up for trying new food. And I've heard amazing things about Irish butter.
Oh, yeah. They even have a recipe for bulletproof coffee with Kerrygold butter. It's so rich and creamy.
I am adding Kerrygold butter to my shopping list right now.
You know, it's really cool how this newsletter emphasizes authentic experiences. It's not just about sightseeing, it's about immersing yourself in the culture, connecting with people, enjoying the simple things. I agree. It's about slowing down, embracing the cray, letting yourself be enchanted by Ireland. Speaking of which, they also talk about traditional Irish music. Have you ever been to a live music session in a pub?
Not yet, but it's definitely on my list.
You gotta experience it. The music just gets into your soul. It's so full of energy and laughter and storytelling.
You're making me want to book a flight right now.
Well, hold on. The newsletter has one more practical tip for you. A packing list. They even recommend a specific power adapter. Trust me, you don't want to forget that.
Oh, I've been there. Those little things can make or break a trip. This newsletter has thought of everything.
It really has. Oh, and they even recommend what to pack. Just a little bonus tip.
So thoughtful. Okay, we've covered a lot. Iconic drives, historical sites, cozy staycations, music, food, packing tips. I feel like I've already been to Ireland.
And this is just the beginning. This newsletter is a great starting point, but now it's up to you to keep exploring.
Exactly. This deep dive is all about inspiring you, giving you the tools to plan your dream trip.
Research different regions, discover hidden gems, and most importantly, create an Irish adventure that's uniquely yours.
I love that. I think we've given our listener a fantastic head start. What do you say we wrap up with a traditional Irish blessing?
Oh, that's a great idea.
May the road rise up to meet you, and the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, and the rains fall soft upon your fields.
And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand.
Happy travels.
That was nice. You know, as we were talking about all this, I was thinking, this newsletter itself, it's like a little piece of Irish hospitality. It's so warm and welcoming.
Yeah, it really does make you feel like they want you to experience Ireland for yourself.
They really do a great job of showcasing the whole country, the famous spots and the hidden gems.
And they gave us so many ideas. Scenic drives, history, meeting locals, the music, even those packing tips.
And that's just the start. This is like your launching pad. Now it's your turn to explore.
Exactly. Go check out those 7 unmissable stops they mentioned. Find the regions that speak to you.
Create your own Irish adventure.
Well, I think we've given our listeners a great place to start. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into the Love Ireland newsletter.
Yeah, thanks for listening, everyone.
Until next time, happy travels.